grandma's. Ugh.
Don't worry, ma'am. All of your stuff is in okay hands.
Just okay?
Well, they don't give 2.5 stars to just anybody.
Here you go. What's this?
It's your piano.
Hold this for a sec.
We don't have a piano.
No. But the neighbors do.
Just okay is not okay.
Looking for a moving company that's on time, isn't milking the clock, and doesn't charge for shrink wrapping items, disassembling, and reassembling furniture? Would you value a team of hardworking guys that care about your belongings? No, really. Like, if any of your possessions were damaged or lost during the move, they'd cover it that same day. Well, Aaron Movers in Phoenix is serious about quality service, and we feel like we've mastered the art of moving. Since 2001, we've grown our well-known reputation of precaution, speed, courtesy, and planning. We've held every member of our team to a high standard and have never dropped the ball. Now that I think about it, we haven't really dropped much of anything over the last 17 years. We understand that nothing we touch belongs to us, and that we need to handle your belongings better than we'd ever treat our own. Because, in case you didn't know, you're the boss on moving day. Listen. Our team honestly just wants to help you get your items moved from point A to point B as quickly and safely as possible. Our custom-built trailer plays a big role in our ability to do this by reducing trips and lowering costs. We'll even set things up at point B for you. Our 5-star rating proves that hard work pays off. With hundreds of satisfied customers across the great state of Arizona, we want you to experience moving as it should be. Whether you're moving into a new office, transporting items out of the state, or settling into a new place to call home, Aaron Movers wants you to focus on what you'll be doing once you get there. Don't take a risk, and we'll take care of the rest. Click below or call Joe at 602-703-0078 to learn more or to get a free estimate.
All right, we are live here at the K2 Productionz studio. We're ready to have a match against Gabriel and Michael. They're playing a race to 7 BCA rules. You guys are good to lag. We are now officially on the way. They are both putting up $200 in the middle. So the winner will take their money and somebody else's money home. It is race to 7 BCA rules. Rack your own winner breaks, just like league. So it should be a fun match to watch today. So again, if you guys are watching, make sure that you guys subscribe to our K2 Productionz channel. We are streaming pretty much almost every day and giving you guys matches to watch from home for free. So it is actually a really cool thing to do. We do have Jackie Tucker saying good luck to Michael. He is sharing it on the stream. Michael is on the upper left hand side of the screen drinking some water, and Gabriel here is about to break. It's a pretty good straight on break, made a stripe. So with the BCA rules, you can pretty much choose whatever you want to be right after the break if you make a ball. So he does have the option of being solids or stripes since it is open on the break. So again, if you guys are watching, please help me out and start sharing the stream to the different pages. I know there's some people that don't know about both of these guys playing, and I know that there's some people that like to gamble just a little bit on matches. So the more aware they are of this match, the more recognition they can get, and at the same time promoting the game. So if you guys can do that for us, we would really appreciate it. So again, we want to thank you guys for joining today at the K2 pool room. They are playing 8-ball BCA rules. It looks like Gabe is on his way to try to actually run this out. I know that we do have something that we try to do every time that we stream, is that we're trying to get some states that we have not scratched off from our map. So if you are actually watching from a state other than Arizona, I will go ahead and scratch your state off. There is a bet already. It looks like Kaylin is saying that she will take Mike for 20. So if anybody out there is wanting to bet on Gabriel, I know that Kaylin will pay through Messenger Pay. So go ahead and let her know or post it on the comments that you will take that bet. Gabriel's saying playing safe here. And in the meantime, I'll go ahead and put you guys some music in the background so that we can, both of us, and I mean the players can see or hear some music, because there is some music in the background. So I know that myself, I like also hearing some music. So again, if you guys are watching, go ahead and actually share away. Give us as much exposure as we can. I know myself, I only shared it to one place currently, and our viewers are slowly growing. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, hopefully by the end of the night. So once we do that, we will do something fun if you are watching. So, and Michael calling safe, that's a pretty smart shot there. And Gabriel, I think he can possibly see the edge of the 10. He does have an advantage. The 13 is blocking the 1, so just by touching it, he should be okay. So again, help me out. Share away as much as possible. So again, if you guys stay with us tonight, we will do a trivia if we hit 1,000 subscribers. And if we do that, you will have a chance to actually win $20 tonight. So we're gonna try to get that 1,000 subscribers so that we can go ahead and get more people to follow and share our mainstream here. So again, help us out, share it to as many pages as you can. I know that recently we've been having about 45 people watching on the average, and if we can do that tonight, hopefully get to 1,000 subscribers, then we will do a trivia tonight, and the winner of the trivia will win easy $20. So it should be pretty simple here. So now they're doing a safety battle. He's calling the 3-ball in the corner pocket. It's not too bad, but now Gabe has a chance to shoot the 13, get shaped on the 10, and go all the way down. So and Carlos de Santiago, thank you for doing the watch party on the Champions League. I see that you have shared it, so thank you so much for doing that. Just came a little too wide. It is a fast table, so if he can shoot it a little bit softer for future, he should have gotten shape on the 10 to shoot it all the way down. So now he's got a decision to make to see if he wants to possibly bank the 10 ball kind of short in the side, or try to cut it all the way down. It is a kind of a tough shot. Or he's gonna try to play safe. The safe is also tough, because if the 10 ball leaks too much. Oh, look at that shot. Oh, he blocked them from both balls. That's a really good shot. Nice shot there by Gabe. He protected everything on that one. A very nice shot. Nice kick there by Michael. See if Gabe can go ahead and try to do something with that 10 ball. That was pretty good attempt there. Now Michael does have a good opening to try to do something here. Nice stroke. Let's see how far he goes. And he might be a little straight on the 3. Let's see, he's about to go down, so he kind of likes it. It's not too bad. All right, this is should be a pretty good cut shot on the 8 ball. Let's see if he can handle this one from where we're at. Nothing but net. That was a great shot there by Michael. That's a good little safety battle they had for a little while. So that was pretty good. All right, guys, thank you for watching. We are increasing our viewers. We're currently at about 20. I'm also doing some of the shares. If you guys again can do me a favor and share it to the many sites that we do have besides Arizona pool players. So we are playing out of Phoenix, Arizona. Gabe has an open table here, and we are looking to see if they can go ahead and run out. Bill Vanderwise is saying that wants to know their ratings. They are next to their names. They are at 378 and 382. I might do something here. See if I can make this a little more visible for you guys, a little less transparent, so that you guys can really actually see their ratings. So they are 300 Fargos, they are established, and they're trying to actually possibly prepare for this weekend. We do have a tournament, Scotch doubles tournament at Bullshooters. We will be starting at 10:30 in the morning, and based on my calculations and everything, we will be done around midnight, maybe 1 o'clock. And there's a couple people saying, shouting out my name. So how are you doing there? Harold Junior Carasosa doing another sweat bet. He's taking $40 on Michael. Kalen said 20 bucks on Gabe, Michael as well. So I don't know if they actually got to get those bets in, so not too bad. This is gonna be kind of a safety battle. All the balls are a little bit of tied up balls, and that's what both are saying. Because it's just like that myself, I like to try to get some of the balls out. So here, instead of shooting at the 4 ball and trying to make it, I like shooting the 3 and getting it out of there, so that later on it doesn't become a problem. The 14 and the 11 is the problems for the opponent. So since they have pockets, just go ahead and not do that. Jay Suko, how are you doing, my friend? The Wrongener is here today. And that is me, not Jay Suko. So that is now my official name, only because I was wrong many times a few streams ago. So again, thank you guys for doing that. Again, just go ahead and share the stream for us and see if we can get 1,000 followers. If we get to 1,000 with your assistance, we will do a trivia. The winner of the trivia will be getting 20 bucks just for joining in and being part of our group, the K2 Productionz family. So again, make sure that you subscribe to our channel, K2 Productionz, so you can follow us on Facebook. We do have also a channel on YouTube, K2 Productionz with a Z as well. So make sure that you are also a member there. We're trying to increase our followers in Facebook and also the followers mainly on, if possible, in YouTube. YouTube will actually pay out if you have a certain amount of subscribers, so by helping us out we can possibly get some monetary compensation. At the same time, we will go ahead and return it back to our pool players. So again, that is one of our goals here in Phoenix, Arizona, where we are playing. We do call this the K2 boiler room. Is that a ball in hand? Yep. 3 ball did not touch the rails. So now Michael has ball in hand. 15 balls kind of tied up. 14 is also tied up by the 7. So myself, I have to have 2 breakup balls. The 11 is one of them for the 14. And now he's kind of straight on 13 for me. And I will shoot the 14 into the 6 to make that 15. He just needed to be a little bit off the rail, but that 6 ball is a big backboard. Oh, he said that he wanted to make it off the 6. He needed to hit it a little harder than that and try to control the cue ball, make sure that it lands between the 12 and 10. So now he's got to do something with his 12 and try to come across, possibly hit the 15, but that's a problem. I don't see how he would have been out from there. So now Gabe coming to the table, trying to see what to do. So again, if you guys are watching, make sure that you subscribe. We are going to try to hit 1,000 tonight. If we do that, we will be giving away $20 for celebrating 1,000. So our goal was 1,000 before the end of the year, so that's out the window. We are at 991, so we only need 9, and Kaylin will keep us updated of how we are doing. So it's a good shot there by Gabe. He should be pretty close to running out, just shooting the 7 ball all the way down. More of a stop shot here because he doesn't want to be straight on the 1. Just shoot the ball, do a stop shot exactly where he's pointing. He's trying to find out how much angle he needs. So just a pretty easy stop shot on the 7. Just throwing it up too straight. Slow rolled in. Okay. Still works. He's still okay. And now he should be able to make that 8 ball in the side to tie up the game. They are very close in Fargo, so only a couple of points. And we try to always have people that have the same rating or pretty close to the same rating, so that the claims are, the games are always close. So, and as you can see, they started out pretty even. If he makes this 8 ball, very nice. Score is 1-1. it's a pretty good start. And again, we do have 40 subscribers, so I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Today is Wednesday. I was hoping that it was Thursday because tomorrow we actually get something in the mail that we've been waiting for a little bit. So I don't like to disclose. I'm gonna give Gabe a hard time because the 8-ball is not in the middle. And if he doesn't notice and he's coming to the table, I will say, where did he learn to rack? So, hey Gabe, where did you learn to rack? Oh, because the 8-ball is not in the middle. I was waiting for him. Just waiting for him to actually rack. So I do that all the time. He might be a little nervous too. He hasn't played in the stream before, so I like to give some the players a hard time. I've done that myself too, though. Playing especially 9-ball, I try to rack, and then all of a sudden I don't put the 9-ball in the middle. So it's a good thing that I'm kind of paying attention. Myself, actually, I think it was maybe a week ago. No, it was probably 2 or 3 weeks. And there was somebody that was playing. They were playing 10-ball, and they made all the balls. And then on the 9, they made it, right? And I'm like, aren't they playing 10-ball? Where's the 10? So then after that happened, the player that was sitting down is like, hey, where's the 10? So what do we do? I'm like, well, because you just found out that the 10 ball's missing, you have to spot it now. And the good thing is that the cue ball ended in a good position for the 10 ball, so he ended up making the 10. But I thought it was pretty funny because even myself, I didn't see the 10 ball dropping, which is kind of funny. And usually when they're playing, if you've been playing for quite a while, the money ball is most of the time the 9-ball, and then the 10 ball was missing. So, and Gabe is making a short of this rack. Now it is a short race to 7, so they will be playing for a little while. And again, if you guys are just joining, make sure to subscribe to our channel. I know that I'm gonna sound like a recording, but we get to 1,000, somebody gets $20 tonight. So again, this will be something fun that we do here at the K2 Pool Room. I don't think there's any other stream that actually offers some cash for just tuning in for the night and actually doing some pool trivia. So there's a couple of winners already that have been part of the K2. If we get to 1,000, we will do that drawing. We are at 991 is the last time that somebody checked for me. So, and I don't make the trivia too hard. It is pretty easy. So just stay tuned, and we will go ahead and do that. I believe that we're gonna hit that number pretty easy. So. Gabe is cutting the 15 all the way down. This will be a great shot if he can make it. Oh, just a little bit early on the rail there. 15 all the way down. Alright guys, we are now around 30 people watching. Is anybody that's not from the state of Arizona watching at this time. I would like to know if we have now reached the other states that are missing from our scratch of map that we have. We're trying to get all 50 states. I think we had somebody from Alaska, but I don't remember if I wrote it down, and that was gonna be one of our toughest states to actually get somebody to watch. So if anybody that is watching knows a friend from Alaska, go ahead and let me know, or tag them in a post. Have them actually tune in for a little while. Let them know that they are watching, so that we can again hit 1,000 subscribers tonight. So there is a couple people that are posting saying that they're watching from Mississippi. There's also Oklahoma, from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Ridwan Chatowny is watching from Belgium. Check that out. We are international. Jackie Tucker is from Utah watching. That's kind of cool, because when we started, Jackie was already cheering on a player, and it was Michael. So she is watching from pretty far. Sammy McNichol watching from Scotland. Thank you guys for watching and tuning from another country. So that is pretty amazing. Thank you guys for the comment and for watching the stream today. Again, we're trying to reach 1,000 tonight. If you tune in, as soon as we hit the 1,000 mark, we will do a giveaway of $20. One of them actually won from, I believe it was England. They answered one of my trivias right, and I sent them money via messenger. And the warning that I got is that, okay, you are sending this money to this person, it's being converted to euros, which was pretty cool. And he tried to peel that 12 ball. Oh, that was super close. He would have had shape on the 15, so that would have been a heck of a shot. He just needed to hit it a little harder. So we do have a couple other people watching. David Williams from Texas. Gavin Bowden from Manchester, England. Oh, that is super cool. Gavin, thank you for watching. Do appreciate you tuning in for a little while, watching the stream. Oh, I thought he was out. I would have bet money on this one that Michael would have been out. So you guys are tuning in here in Phoenix, Arizona, watching these two guys playing pool tonight on a 7-foot table. The pockets in the corner are 3 7/8, so they are pretty tight pockets. As you can see, it's a little bit tight. You have to hit the balls pretty much in the center of the pocket, kind of like playing on a snooker table, which I know that Gavin and Antonio Acosta, who's watching from Portugal, that is something that they are pretty familiar with, since the pockets are super tiny. Oh, Michael forgot to stroke the ball a little bit harder. He would have been actually perfect on the 8. So, oh my God, what a shot. That was not easy. That was extremely difficult. The reason I say that is that those side pockets are really, really, really tight, especially coming from that particular angle. He had to hit that ball super straight. So now again, if you guys are watching, go ahead and subscribe. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. We're only 9 away. If we get to 1,000, we will be doing a giveaway of $20. So I will post that on our page here. 1,000 subscriber equals $20 trivia. As I am typing to make it viewable for everybody. And again, if you guys do join, subscribe, we will be giving out $20. I know that it has been shared to multiple pages, so with that, we do appreciate that. Keith Stepowis saying that that was a pretty easy out. That was pretty good by Michael. He does play pretty sporty, so if you guys are looking for a player for this weekend, I believe that maybe both of them, I'm not sure if both already have a teammate, but based on how they're both shooting, they are pretty sporty, especially when it comes to 8-ball. It does take a little bit of strategy, and I don't see them playing too out of line, so they do know how to play safeties, and that's very key to this particular game of pool. Since this weekend over here in Phoenix, Arizona, we will have a 32 player board, $120 entry, and if we get a full board, first place will be around $1,200. So again, I believe it's a really good payday if you get to play and do fairly well. Kalen is the person that keeps actually the stats and everybody that signs up. She's telling me that Gabe needs a partner, and Gabe is a 378 Fargo. The tournament will be at Bull Shooters over there by 35th Avenue and Peoria in Phoenix, Arizona. We do have a couple of teams that are coming from out of state to actually play, because I know that their state is in lockdown, so they are not running any tournaments in their state yet. And of course, if they are like me, I am very anxious to get out there and play some pool. So again, if you are looking for a partner, Mr. Gabriel does need a partner. So they are playing a different format than our usual. That's a pretty good stroke. That's a great shot. I think the 12 ball goes down. That's really good. Very confident. Bonali is saying that Joe Avila is playing with him Saturday. I'm assuming that he is playing with Michael Siprit. Keith is saying that no New York actually pool rooms are open at all over there, so I know that possibly that because of what's going on, there's nobody that is playing. Oh, check this out, guys. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. All right, and we are averaging about 25 people, so Now, for subscribing, make sure that you just go ahead and click on the K2 Productionz that's on the page where you are actually clicking and watching. Just go ahead and actually click on the main public page and just click subscribe and follow. That way you get notifications of what is going on with our tournaments, also what matches. There's a couple of really good players that just played last weekend. Nick De Leon and also Chris Robinson played. And Chris Robinson tried last year to make the Moscone team. I'm assuming that he's gonna try to do that one more time. So again, these guys were over 700 Fargo, so it was a thriller. That it is saved on YouTube, also on Facebook. So, and there's a dispute to see if the 9 boss should go back or not. Let's see. Chad Barber is saying that he does want to sponsor this with his company, so he will just have to send us a message actually through our K2 Productionz. We usually actually, not only do we have the logo on our screen like we do here on the upper left, we make commercials and we run them actually in between the matches or when the players decide to take a break, so we can of course accommodate for you and get some exposure to your business out there. So, oh, nice shot there by Gabe, pretty well. He might be a little hooked on the 4. He can't see the 8-ball though, but he might be able to kick it one rail and try to make it in the upper right hand corner. The only thing is the 7 is really close, so he will have to shoot it possibly off the 5. So he hasn't called a pocket. Make sure that you call the pocket. Oh, he's playing straight safety. All right, so in the meantime, as soon as we actually finish this particular rack, I will do a trivia question, and then as soon as that happens, the first person to actually answer will be our winner for tonight. Now again, if you are watching, make sure that you are watching in the K2 Productionz page and that I can see your comments, because if you are possibly commentating on my personal page or somewhere else, I will not be able to see it. So that way you are part of the trivia possibility and win those 20 bucks that we will go ahead and be given away tonight. So I will run a commercial really quick, and then after I come back, I will give you guys a trivia question to see if you guys know the answer, and then if you do win, I will send you guys 20 bucks as soon as the match is over. Alright, so now it looks like Gabe is contemplating possibly banking. He called the bank. If he banks this ball, I will go ahead and take a quick commercial break. And then once we return, I will ask that trivia question. And looks a little long, just a hair. Nice attempt though. Now Michael has a open table to try to run out now, so oh, nice attempt there on that 7, but the only thing is that Gabe can definitely see the 8-ball here. And he will be now tied at 2. So I'm gonna have this guys actually take a little quick break, and I will go ahead, put the commercials on for just a minute. Give me 1 second. All right, the score is tied 2-2, and we are now again officially over 1,000 subscribers. So here is the question for you guys. I gave you guys a little bit of time just to look at the commercials and talk to your friends. I know that Michael got a phone call, just kind of pumping them up too, so which is pretty cool. But here is the question for tonight. Again, you have to be on the K2 page so that I could see the answer to the question that I'm about to ask. Question is, when you are playing 9-ball, what does on the cheese mean? What does on the cheese mean? I just want to know what the answer is that. If you know, we will go ahead and send you 20 bucks to you. What does on the cheese mean? First person to answer correctly, we will go ahead and send you guys 20 bucks. I just need to know what that means. So again, need to know what that means. Now the answers are coming in. Now there's somebody that says on the 9 ball, but that does not answer my question. Let's see. Keith is saying 1 game away from winning. That is not correct. Carlos de Santiago, 9 ball. Nope. And then Ben Rosales refers to when the player shoots, think something unlucky happened. Nope. Jackie Tucker on the 9 ball. On the 9 ball for the money. That's exactly what that is. On the cheese means that you are on the 9 ball for the money or for the win. So that's why it's called on the cheese. So Jackie Tucker, thank you for answering that question. We will be sending you $20 your way. Make sure that you send us a message on Facebook and let us know that you won the trivia for tonight, and we will either pay you by PayPal, Messenger Pay, or Zelle. Hopefully you are able to receive one of those payments, and we will get you that money to you. So it is actually, again, when you get to the 9 ball and you are going to win the match. And the reason that is referred to on the cheese is because mice love cheese. And if you are a mice or a mouse or a rat, when you get to eat that cheese, you get to be happy and have a full tummy. So that was a very good answer, Jackie Tucker. So on the 9 ball for the money. So it means that you are on the hill, you're on the 9, and you're about to win. So, and there's a couple people that did answer. Carlos de Santiago came a little bit late. Arnold Shiplet came a little bit late as well. So I do thank you guys for answering the question. And it has to be directly to the K2 Productionz. That's why we are always asking you guys to watch from the K2 page to make sure that your answers come through. So if you are not watching from our K2 page and I cannot see it, I am sorry for that. But the winner for tonight is Jackie Tucker. And now they are playing a safety battle here. Let's see if he can possibly... I like shooting the 3-ball here, but because the score is 2-2, they might be playing safety for quite a bit. They're trying to not go too much of selling out. So he's playing one more safety on the 14. So they're both shooting right now, trying not to lose the match. So because this might take a little while, this is a good time to actually talk about the players. Since Michael is at the table, we had them actually fill out a questionnaire to see what or some history about them and playing pool. So let's go ahead and talk about Michael, which is the gentleman that's about to take his seat here in the red shorts. Michael Seipert, I believe, or Siprit. I'm not sure if I butchered his last name, but we asked him when he started playing pool and why did you start. He started off when he was 16 years old, and he was playing off and on. And it looks like some of his friends got him to start playing it, and he loved it ever since. And after that, he just started playing, and I know that here in Arizona, there's a pretty tight community when it comes to pool. You make a lot of pretty good friends, and at the same time, you get to be really close with everybody that plays. Everybody helps each other out. We do have a lot of different people in the business industry that own their own business, and when it comes to pool players, they will give them a discount or something like that. I know, for example, one of the commercials that we just played, Sophia has a cleaning business. She gives a 10% off to pool players. So if you guys are looking for a person to come and clean your home, she is extraordinary, and her phone number is in our commercials. I was thinking that they were going to play a safety battle, but Michael was playing that aggressive, but on the last ball, unfortunately ended up missing. So now Gabe has a pretty open table. He can start with the 12, the 15, float down, and then shoot those other balls. So Janky, let's go and say, Jackie, thank you for participating tonight. And Kaylin will go ahead and send that $20 winner of trivia for you. I'm not sure if Gabe right there was trying to play safety or not. So now Michael has another chance to possibly just put the 8-ball close to the pocket or try to bank it. And I think the only option here is to possibly kick it from behind for the side, because I think the 12-ball is in the way. One more option is to try to Z-bank the 8-ball, which is a little bit harder than the kick from behind. So I like more like kicking it. But yeah, that was coming short no matter what, unless he really tried to make that ball. So all right, so now Gabe really has a oh, there we go. We are back. Sorry, there was a little bit of a delay, and it does happen to us here at the K2 pool room. Sometimes the internet actually decides to go down for just a second, but then it just picks up one more time. Gabe is going to do the combo on the 14th here. Go forward, off the rail. Good shot. Now he does have the option of shooting the 9, I mean the 15 first, and then coming around the 9. Because if he shoots this 12, he needs to stop it. Make sure that he has a good angle for the 15. So there's a couple ways to do it. And this one is more of a preference for him to run out. We'll see what he decides to do. Looks like a stop shot on the 12. Just like that, very nice. He does have pretty good room to hit the bottom, which is the left rail, after coming off on the 15. So you draw the ball back here a little bit. All right, so let's keep talking about Michael. Michael, we asked him who introduced him to pool. He answered Bobby Atkinson out of Utah. I'm not sure if he's actually watching. I think I possibly saw somebody from Utah saying that they were watching, so It might have been the person that introduced him to play. He does have some mentors, Bobby Atkinson and Duke Mattel, and they are all Utah players, is what Michael is saying. Michael also does play league. He plays Monday night. It is called the Champion Leagues, and that is actually at Freezers. So that is a pretty good league to play on. I used to play in that league on Monday, and they are some monsters playing over there. We asked him how often does he practice. He tries to practice as much as he can when he has the free time, because he likes to play the sport as much as possible. All right, so Gabe played safe there. He could have gone around the 15 with low, and then he would have been perfect on the 9. So now this is a very good tester shot for Michael here. The pockets are 3 7/8, so they are pretty tight. This is one of my least favorite shots. Scratch, don't make it. Oh. In BCA, if you make the ball and scratch, you end up losing the match. So I think on that particular shot, because he was stuck on the rail, I would have preferred to possibly bank it. But myself, I never miss a ball from the booth. That is just me. This should be pretty easy out. Just 1-2. So Gabe did play the correct shot there, giving Michael a really tough tester on the 8 ball. Wait a minute, where's that cue ball going? Oh! And as you can see, Michael is staring at that cue ball, making sure that it was staying up and not falling in the drink. All right, so let's go and switch back to Gabriel, since he is the one racking. Gabriel Santana does not have a nickname besides Gabe. He started when he was a kid. He always owned a pool table for years, but never actually used it. So then he started playing again and had to be retrained. And that is also kind of how I started too myself. I never owned a pool table, but you have to retrain yourself to make sure that you're shooting well. Scores 3-2, and you can go ahead and break. Go ahead, break. Yep. I got you guys from back here. Now Gabriel Santana is saying that I just watched actually Brian Poor join the stream, and who introduced you to pool to play at a very high level, and that was Brian and Veronica Poor. Does he have any mentors? Of course, the person that introduces you to pool is the person that will be your coach for most of the time. So Brian, he is giving you a shout out for being his coach and mentor. Also Nick DeLeon, the kid, he has taken some lessons from Nick. He's a very good person to learn from. He is a captain of Flawless Victory, and that's on Mondays at JJ. We did ask, how often do you practice? And the answer to practice is never. I never practice, I just show up and play. He does have a favorite player, which is Ko Ping Young. And he is a beast of a player. That's actually one of my favorite players right now myself, besides Efren Reyes, but he's been in the pool scene forever. I like Ko Ping-yi and Ko Ping-chung. Those two brothers play superb pool, and I like their way, how they handle themselves, how they are very polite on the table, how fluid they play, and they never show any emotion from what I see from any player. So I do like their composure. I wish I had that myself, but it's pretty tough to do it because sometimes I wear my emotions on my sleeve when I'm playing. And also, Brian is saying that he does play with a Viking poison Q. The best a Viking Q and poison is his break Q. Sorry. A nice attempt there by Michael after coming back and trying to change something. He went to the bathroom for just a second. The best version of the game, he says that he loves to play 8-ball. And that is Gabriel Santana saying that that is his favorite game. That is also my favorite game on a bar box. I believe it's a very strategic game, and at the same time you have to be really good at pocketing 8 balls instead of just pocketing the 9 or the 10 ball. If your opponent misses, I believe that I try to say that if you are to win a game, you do have to make the same amount of balls as your opponent. And Gabriel's laughing because he shot the 3 ball and ended up being the same. Gabriel is saying that every game is different. It's a different puzzle, and you have to figure out each individual game. And one of the frustrating things about pool that he said is missing the shots that are easy due to lack of concentration. He does have other hobbies besides pool. He likes to mountain bike, he likes hiking, and of course he's one of my one of my buddies loves to play COD, which is Call of Duty, and that is a video gaming. And I think this is the first time that I see that the hobby is actually to do some video gaming. So that's pretty cool. Good thing to know about Gabe. So now we did leave half of Michael's survey unanswered. Since it's coming to the table now, we'll go ahead and continue with his portion. We left off that he does practice as often as possible. His favorite player is actually Shane Van Boening. And of course, Shane is the top American rated player here in the States. He does have some major titles. He's won the US Open now, I believe 6 times, trying to go for his 7th this year if they decide to actually even have it. He does use a Pete Omen playing cue, and he uses a Adams cue to break. His favorite game to play is also BCA 8-ball, which they are playing today. And what do you like about this particular game is that it is very smart, challenging your opponents to the game, and you have to be pretty smart to try to win the game when both of the players are shooting. One of the frustrating parts that he doesn't like is that missing those easy, simple shots. It's always frustrating, which I think is part of the game. Everybody misses some shots, and sometimes even ball in hand, which myself actually missed on Friday. I missed ball in hand one time, and I was over there actually dreading it a lot because of what I had just done. Michael, besides pool, he likes to travel. He does like to go fishing and also do some hunting while camping. So those are your players tonight. A little bit of history, getting to know them a little bit. And again, thank you guys for. And Brian Poor says that he plays way more COD than he plays pool. That's a little bit more inside fun fact that Brian Poor just actually commented. Gabe is a COD enthusiast. I have a couple of friends that are exactly the same way. So, and actually one of them does play pool, but he plays more COD than pool too. So, if I were to introduce them, they would probably become best buds. All right, so now Michael can cut this ball and try to bust out the 8-ball here and try to get a shot on the 8 to win the game. That's not too bad. He tried to do that, shoot the 7-ball and come around. Now again, if you guys are watching, go ahead and share the stream as much as possible. Again, today we have reached our 1,000th subscriber. That was our goal for the end of the year. So now it's kind of crazy that within 3 months we are now at 1,000. And our biggest viewed match just happened last weekend, which was Chris Robinson and Nick De Leon match. If you have not watched it, you guys have to go into YouTube and watch the match. It is a must watch. There was a huge comeback that Chris Robinson made, so I don't want to give you too many details. I would rather you guys actually tune in and watch the match and then leave a comment. Even if we're not streaming, we will acknowledge and answer any questions that you have about the match or anything else. So, but when it comes to events, we do have our Scotch Doubles 8-ball this Saturday. It is start time at 10:30. Bull shooters at Phoenix, Arizona will open their doors at 10. So make sure that you have your team subscribed in order to reserve that spot. We are not asking for any deposit at this time. Just go ahead and sign up your team and make sure that you show up. We do have right now about 24 to 25 teams that are signed up. So there's only a few spots left. I think we only have 7. And this is Wednesday. A lot of the teams try to sign up by Friday. So go ahead and beat them to the punch. If you don't have a partner, get one. Make sure that you have that particular spot locked to play. It is 8-ball. It is a average of Fargo. We are playing R4 races medium. So it should be a good time. And of course, first place for that particular tournament should be around $1,200 with a full field. Wow. Okay, so we just got even more inside information from Mr. Gabe. I'm not sure if it hit a rail. I'm checking really quick. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Just double check on the instant replay here to make sure that 15 did touch the rail. It did hit the rail and rolled back. So good shot there by Michael. Okay, so another interesting fact that Brian Poor just said. Actually, Mr. Gabriel Santana, he is like a 780 Fargo. If you put that into pool perspective when it comes to Call of Duty, he is within 8% tile of the world that plays COD. So that is really, really good. Like extremely good. How good you have to be with COD. There's a lot of people that play it, a ton. Nice shot there by Gabe. That sniper shot from COD came into play there. That's kind of funny. That was a really thin cut. But yeah, 8% in the world is pretty impressive when it comes to that COD game. And I know that they have tournaments and things like that when it comes to online play. I'm not sure. Oh wow, that was a sniper shot. Look at that guy, Jesus. And Michael is giving him credit of the nice shot that he just made. So playing COD will help your aiming. So make sure that you go ahead and actually play some COD on your downtime if you can't play pool. It will help you with your aiming. But yeah, my friend is not 8% of the world, so I will talk to him about it after this match is over. It's kind of cool to know where your players are from or what they do outside of pool, because most of the time the players that you see in your regular pool hall, you think that they just play pool, but to have another hobby and being so good at it, it's kind of cool to know. All right, so now Gabe is has an open table, but kind of got glued on that 7. He doesn't have a very good starting shot. The only shot I see is the 3 ball in the side, or he can shoot the 15 all the way down. I do like stripes a little better, so he is going to shoot the 15, it looks like. There's a nice try. Now, Brian, since you are watching, you probably know this offhand, but has Gabriel won a big tournament when it comes to COD? I know that there was a what game did I see online that they played a international tournament, and I think everybody bought in for like a couple $100 or whatever to be the world champion of a shooting tournament online like that. And there was this kid that was 17 years old, and they call him a professional gamer. He ended up winning about $1 million, and he was only about 16, maybe 17, and he only played online. And he was a really good, of course, shooter and streamer, but that particular game that he played, there was also a lot of people that played. It wasn't COD, but it's where you actually build like a fort and things around you. You get like different types of stuff, and you try to kill the other opponents. I can't remember what the name of that particular game is, but that is a pretty cool little payout. Now imagine if we actually had that in pool. Everybody buys in for a few $100. You play in your regional tournaments like this, and then the payout is about $1,000,000. Wouldn't that change the game for pool? Maybe even a online challenge or something for people to actually take a stab at that prize money. But there has to be a way to promote pool itself and make it more of a sport, because it is a mental game that you have to do. Oh, he tried to break out that 9. Man, he came all over that ball. Can't believe he didn't hit the 9. That window was super tiny. I think the wind even moved the 9 just a little bit, so he tried to do and manufacture an angle to try to break out those balls. So now safe is gonna come from Gabe. So I think what's going on is that, and if you can see now the pattern, every time that Michael gets to the table, he tries to run out the rack or come as close as he could to running out, and then Gabe just plays the safe game until he gets exactly what he wants. So there is a bit of strategy that he is using where he's not running out any balls until everything is kind of open. Maybe make 1 or 2 balls and then let Michael do something with it. So if Michael doesn't catch on to what's going on, he might be in a little bit of trouble. You gotta flip the script, like I was talking about when it came to the the match between Nick De Leon and Chris Robinson. So again, playing safety, let him actually see the 9 and possibly do something, but again, he's not giving him too much as long as he doesn't end up actually over safetying. And then he can do something. So now everything is kind of open for Gabriel. So again, he's falling into that trap. Michael a little bit, so he needs to try to do something again to offset that play that he is doing. Let's see if he can possibly bank this 15 and come back, because I think the 9 ball goes past the 4 and you have to hit it pretty well in order for that 15 to go cross side. Sorry, I meant cross corner and then come down for the 9. So now Gabe has a super open table. I like shooting this ball and floating to the 4 with low. But he's putting top here. Yeah, if you hit low, you can actually come where the 9 ball is and get shape on the 4. He's gonna now shoot the 4 though. Just give himself a little bit tougher shot, but that's okay. Good bump shape off that 7. I like shooting the one ball here and then try to just roll on the 7. So just shoot the one, roll it to the 7, and then he can draw it back to get shape on the 3. Would be my play here. Okay. Just taking a look to see what to do. He's not 100% sure. Just gonna shoot a 3 and drive back, which is also a pretty good option as long as you don't hit the 15 ball. Uh-oh. He didn't follow all the way through. He wanted to draw the ball back, but at the same time he kind of like half stroked it. So on his shot he kind of like punched the ball but not stroke all the way. So there's a little bit different mechanic between stroking and poking the ball. You don't get to go all the way through the cue and the ball doesn't do what you want it to do if you kind of poke it. So now, because he did not take the 7, then I gives Michael a chance to run out. The only reason I like shooting the 7 is because my 3 ball, how it was before, I would have pretty much ensured that Michael was not gonna get out just with 1 inning. He would have needed to do something with that ball. But now I like shooting the ball just forward and then shooting the 8 ball in the side. Or if he likes to shoot it with a little bit more pace, you gotta make sure that you come all the way around and get shape on the 8. The Michael, so now he's playing the safe way. He's trying to bank it and not give Gabriel a shot, which is a pretty good shot, 50-50 shot. I kind of like that, the way he made it. I think if he would have shot the ball in the corner pocket, top left of your screen, he could have left the cue ball exactly where it's at right now, because I like to cut over bank if possible every single time. Good shot there by Gabe on that one. Let's see what Michael can do. I wonder if he has a jump cue. I would probably jump over the 7 and try to make it in the corner pocket. Jumpy, jumpy. That's what I like to call it. Yep. There he goes. Jumpy, jumpy. I wonder if everybody that was out there betting earlier has actually gotten a sweat bet going. Oh, nice jump. Oh, he almost scratched. That was kind of close. Alright, so let's go back to our comments here that I missed. Eric Edmiston watching from Kansas City, Missouri. Thank you for watching. Jackie already sent us a message that she was actually going to receive the money from the trivia that we had earlier, $20 for hitting the 1,000 subscriber, and at the same time the trivia that we had earlier today. The question was, what does on the cheese mean in pool? What's that terminology about what does on the cheese mean in pool? The answer was when you are on the 9 ball about to win the match for the money was the correct answer. And as that happens, Michael just made one of the cheese balls. I like that. Kind of worked out. The cheese balls. Score is 3-4 in a race to 7. It is a pretty close match. They are only a few points in between. Fargo 378 and 382. Only 4 points actually difference between Gabriel and Michael. Pretty good break there. Made a ball down, open on the break. Since they are playing the BCA 8-ball, the only thing that they are doing different that I haven't seen, which I actually brought up against Kit Casey not too long ago. It was I was down by 1, and then I ended up making the 10-ball. And as soon as I made the 10, he's like, okay, how about now we play for 100 on the last rack? I said, no, how about we actually play 100 still, but a win by 2, kind of like old school basketball. And that's the way that I like to play when it comes to pool, because when it comes to hill, sometimes the other player doesn't get to shoot. So then I told him, okay, so let's do that. Hill, win by 2 for 100. He goes, yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a pretty good idea. So then I got to the hill first, actually. My bad. So then he actually breaks, and I think I miss a ball or something like that. He ends up running out. We make it hill, and that's what the thing is. So then I break on the final rack. Man, I'm all confused. Anyways, so I break the rack just before we agreed on the terms for 100 on the last rack, and then I break dry. I don't think he can see the 1, so he pushed out. I gave it back. He missed it, and I ran out from there. So then I said, the only thing that I don't like about winning by 2 is that if I am the player that, for example, like what just happened, you didn't get a shot on the 1, you pushed, you couldn't do anything, and I ran out, that you should get the next break. But it doesn't happen that way, and there's a chance that I might, the shooter coming might break and run, and you don't get a chance to shoot on the last 2 racks. As I'm saying that, I break and I run out the last rack, and I win the 100. And he's like, man, did you know that was gonna happen? I'm like, no, I'm just saying that that's just the way that I don't think it's not that it's not fair, but what I'm saying is that if it's a win by 2, and say for example here Michael actually gets to the hill first, which is the last point before winning the match. If it's a win by 2 and you're playing in basketball, okay, so he gets 220 and I'm at I'm sorry, he's at 21 and I'm at 20, in basketball, I take out the inbound ball and I have a chance to tie the game. So if that's the case, why don't we have Gabriel shoot or break the last rack to give him a chance to see actually who gets to either keep playing a win by 2 race instead of the player that just broke last breaks again. So I think in that situation, if you're playing a race to whatever and it's hill on a winner break format, that the losing player by 1 gets to break, and I ended up winning the match on that particular one only because I broke and ran the last one, but he didn't get a chance when it was a win by 2. And I think just because I won the previous game and I was ahead by 1, he should have had a chance to actually break. So that could be something that you could discuss with your particular or player that you are, that if you get to hill, whoever is ahead does not get to break. So then it's kind of crazy, because I think it might happen where, for example, Michael is on the hill, he wins, so then Gabriel breaks, and then it's a tie game, but then Gabriel has to break, he gets on the hill, and then Michael gets to break, and then he ties it up, and then he breaks again, and then he's on the hill. So kind of like that. It's a little confusing if you do it that way, but myself, I just think it's the way to do it when it comes to win by 2, so that both parties get a chance to actually tie the game, to make it interesting, because the first person that makes a silly mistake should be punished, where in the other option you are playing, and if you are not breaking, you don't get to make an actual mistake. So again, that's just for you guys as a viewer to think about. Let me know what you think in the comments to see if you guys agree with my theory, something different. But the next thing that I would like to talk about, it is a fun tournament that we are thinking of actually having, where it might be the no chalk tournament. We've talked about where, and it was a stealing idea from somebody else here in Phoenix, where you're actually playing pool, but you are not allowed to shoot with any chalk in your queue. And a way to ensure that is that every time that you go to the table, you have either your opponent or yourself wipe the tip of your queue to make sure that there's no chalk on that queue, and you have a tournament like that. So I wonder if anybody out there would possibly like to play in a tournament like that, where you're just playing with no chalk. And I wonder how many miscues there would be and how many people will be upset at the end of the night for not using any chalk, and would be something different. We're always trying to come up with some different and cool and unique ideas. I know that that wasn't our particular idea, but we haven't seen that particular tournament here in the Valley of Phoenix, Arizona. Nice shot there by Gabe. Now he can shoot the 11 and then just accept the shot on the 9. And then he can shoot the 8 bomb in the side. I sort of like to do here. if he can hold it there and just shoot the 9. But if he has a lot of angle, he can go down the table and come back up. But that requires really good control of the cue ball. Okay, that's a little bit more. He could have hit it a little harder, but again, it is hard to control the speed of the ball, and you want to be almost dead straight. Now, Bill Vanderwise, I saw your comment that you are saying who won. Are you asking who won this particular match, or was it based on the comments that I said me and Kit playing that win by 2? That's not too bad, not too bad. Michael has a chance to possibly, if he wants to go the offensive way, try to bank the ball, but based on how they're playing, I don't think he's gonna do that. Oh, the ball kind of leaked out. I think on that one, if he was playing safety, the easier thing to do is hit it with top and hit it with right, and making sure that the cue ball ends up actually on the right side of the rail. But I don't think he thought about that. It's easier to control the cue ball on that one than controlling the 3 and give your opponent a bank on the 9. Good shot there by Gabe. It's pretty straight on the 8. Should be taking the lead here. They scored 5-3. Nice out there by Gabriel in a race to 7. We are playing BCA 8-ball. It is 1 race to 7, and you must win by 2. They both decided to put $200 a person, so there's $400 in the middle. We did hit tonight the 1,000 subscriber, so we already gave the $20 trivia to our lucky winner tonight. Now, if you guys are watching, please make sure that you still subscribe to our channel so that you guys get notifications of our stream that we have, so that you can be part of the K2 family and also get notifications of future tournaments that we are going to have. We always try to do something fun for all the players out here. Our tournament that we have this Saturday is the We Survived tournament, which is Scotch Doubles 8-ball, and they are going to be playing our bullshitters on the 7-foot diamond tables as well. We will be opening the doors of the place at 10:30, and the tournament, I'm sorry, at 10 o'clock in the morning is when we will open the doors, and we will start at 10:30. It's the first round for pool. We are maxing it out at 32 teams, so if you guys have not signed up your team yet, make sure that you do. There's only a few slots open. I believe there's only 6 or 7 spots, so make sure that you have your team signed up and ready to go. As I say that, Michael is trying to run out some of these balls here. Nice shooting on the stripes. If he can, he'll probably shoot the 13 here. Try to bank it in the side because it doesn't have a pocket, and this is the best position that he will be getting on this ball. The other thing is that the 9 ball doesn't go either, but neither does his 4, so unless he decides to take the combo. Yep, that's what he's looking at, taking the combo shot. And that was pretty close, but just a hair off. Couple of nice shots there by Gabriel. Four ball is the only ball that is kind of tricky. Can shoot the 5 all the way down. If you guys see, or I'm sorry, if you guys hear some crunching, it's that I've been sitting here for about an hour and a half, so I'm gonna be munching on some chips. I'm not gonna try to be too loud for you guys. That was a great shot on that 6 ball to break up the 4 and the 9. Only thing is that what do you do with the 4? I think it goes in the corner pocket past the 13. You could get natural shape for the 2 ball. Nice shot, Gabe. Very nice. Okay. Decision here. And did he get rewarded? Yep, he did. That was a good shot. Very nice shot. Very nice shot. Now he just needs to float it and make it. Not worry too much about shape here. It's one of my least favorite shots. If you hit the point, it doesn't go. Just make sure to follow through as a regular shot. Oh, as I was saying, he hit the point just a hair. And you can tell that he hit the point because of how the ball bounced out. Just a little bit outside, not by a lot. Uh-oh. I thought it was gonna make that 9, but Gabriel has a chance to make the 9 is what I think he's gonna do. And play it safe and put him on the rail if he can. Oh, he tried it. You can see it on his face that he didn't like it. And oh, a little hard. Where you going there, Q-bomb? That's a pretty good safety there by Michael. I'm not sure. Brian is asking if Kaylin will have the winner of this match. I'm not 100% sure, but based on how they are playing, I think it would be a really close matchup between these any of these two players here. So I think she should. And I know that both of these players do like to shoot and gamble a little bit. So I know that if she's listening to my commentary, you should put on there that you want to play winner. And is that A-bot to be bumped? Oh yeah, that's not good. He's just laughing at the at the leave he got. He wanted to get rewarded on that one. He's gonna kick it one rail. Nice hit, but left a duck on the 2-ball. And hey Brian, are you playing this weekend in our tournament though? Did you get a partner to play? It is a 1150 and under 8-ball tournament. I know that you like to play tournaments, so I was wondering if you are coming out to play. I don't know if I saw your name on the list yet, because Kaylin is handling the registration of all the teams, so just wondering if you are coming out to play. Oh, came out a little bit weird. You needed to hit it with a low shot there, or a lot of outside spin to try to come around for the 8. And Gabe is looking to see what to do. I think he's gonna possibly bank. Alright, so he's doing almost a 90-degree cut based on this angle here. So he cut the peel out of the last bomb on the 8-ball, so, and he's got COD cutting skills, so touched it, it moved, it moved a millimeter. That was so thin. So as you can see, he can cut. He's got 20/20 eyesight. Oh, that's a pretty big game. It's a big game. And that's a big difference between 6-3 and only be trailing by 1. So that's a 2-game swing just because that puts a little bit less pressure for Michael. It's a good shot. All right, again. So you guys, again, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Agent Ortega, how you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while, or haven't seen you commentate. Thank you for joining the K2 Productions. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. It's always a pleasure watching you and commentate on our stream as well. So, of course, Adrian is one of the nicest guy I've known for quite a bit. I always enjoy his company. So again, thank you for tuning in tonight. These guys are playing 8-ball on a bar box, super tight pockets, $400 in the middle. Not only are they playing for bragging rights, they are saying they're one of the best 300 Fargos out there that know how to play the game of pool. When it comes to 8-ball, myself, I say that Kalen might be the best 300 player that plays 8-ball. So again, if you're watching, babe, make sure that you possibly play the winner. I would love to see that match. Also, kind of like how Brian is saying, Brian Poor might play this weekend also. It is one of his comments, so will let us know if he's able to play. Would be nice to see you guys come out, and we only have approximately 5 spots left to make sure that you guys reserve that spot. And again, the tournament that we're talking about, good speed on that shot there by Gabe. The tournament itself is a 1150 Fargo rated tournament and under. You must be established with minimum of 200 games robustness in your profile. It's a $120 entry, max 32 teams. They are going to be R4 medium races. We looked at everybody that signed up. The lowest rated team against the highest rated team will be a 6-4 race. So it is pretty manageable. So, and we are doing average Fargos. Make sure you guys, if you're not playing, to tune in still and watch the tournament. We will be live streaming all day at K2 Productions from Bullshooters. That is one of our home bars that we stream out of all the time. When it comes to tournaments, mainly because they are really great. They do a lot for our pool community when it comes to doing tournaments and hosting some of the big events there, so giving away more of our time to them by promoting their bar and bringing them business as well. All right, so now it looks like Michael can shoot this 12 and try to come to 11. Just a little bit off, actually. I think he expected to make that ball. I think he kind of just shot it a little fast, especially those side pockets, because they are so small. You have to make sure to be hitting the center of the pocket. Oh, Gabe just a little bit off on that shot. Let's see if Michael can make some of the shots here and try to run out. Good stroke. We can now come at the 9. I'm sorry, the 13. The 15 does go. I like shooting the balls and try to run out. He tried to play safe. There was no need for the save. The 13 went on the side. At the same time, he can shoot the 10, and then the 15 goes. And then if he wants to play safe, he can play safe on the 9 later on, but I don't think there was a need for safety. Uh-oh. I think he might be hooked on the 8. Not 100% sure. Nope. He's okay. I think he can see at least the edge of the 2 ball, because he's already down. He might be able to make it. 8 but does not move. Good shot. Nice. He overcut it. Pocket speed just to make sure that the ball goes. So on that last one, you gotta shoot the balls if you were Michael. So this might hurt Gabe to be on the hill if he makes this 8 ball here. Oh, he jumped up on the shot. He didn't stay down to follow through. So when it comes to cuts, you make sure that you stay down there, buddy. Just stay down. Don't jump up. It's the money ball. You want to make sure to have all your fundamentals in order. So he's jacked up on the 15, trying to just make contact and put it by the corner to make it easier for later on, which is a good play. So now it's a decision time. I like shooting the 13 maybe and try to put him behind the 15, or the other option is to hit the 15 straight and put the cube up behind the 9. But I'm looking at the barrel and Gabe can see the entire 8 ball. That was a failed safety. And Michael might not like the outcome here. Oh, he jumps off his seat. He's like, oh my god, I can't believe I missed it. So now giving him a chance. Oh no. Wait a minute. What happened there? Yikes. Did you get lucky? Yep, little love. That's crazy. I didn't think he was gonna miss that bomb, but he tried to manipulate the angle to try to get above the 15 and the 9, I think. One rail kick on the 8, and just like that. That was a great shot there. Serve, very nice, putting him on the hill. This game is almost over. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. That was the cheese ball. Yeah, I thought he had a cheese ball. And John Scholes is saying that they just need to slow down a little bit. I do agree. They are shooting a little bit fast, especially when it comes to the last of the balls. But again, it is a pretty good matchup. Just Michael, instead of playing not to lose, he should have shot some of the balls in, from what I saw on the previous game. All right, but again, that game is history. You gotta just not think about it anymore. Don't dwell on it. Say, okay, I have to get this next game. Give myself a chance, and the way that I do that is by making the balls and making the best decision. I like shooting the solids. The reason is because everything goes, and that is what it's going to choose. I would be choosing the 1 ball too. But, he didn't hit it with speed. You gotta shoot him a little bit harder than that, just to make sure that if anything, you don't miss it. One of the things that I've seen a lot of the players, or the some of the professional shooters, is that when they are shooting balls, they always shoot the stroke shot. They never try to slow it down or slow balls in, because everything, or I guess every shot is a stroke shot, every single one. So they might take a little bit of a longer shot, or back and forth with the cue ball off another rail to get shape, so that the stroke is always the same. It is very rare that I see them actually do like a slow roll. So for example, on this one, if they were about to shoot it, they would stroke the ball kind of like that. You got a really good outcome out of that particular 2 ball. So now if he just goes top, goes through the ball, so it should be fine. He does have a backup ball on the 3. It's pretty good. I would shoot the 7 if it goes. Looks like it does from that angle. See if this 8 ball moves at all. I don't think it will. Good shot, big bounce. It's pretty good. It's a great shot. Alright, so on this one is more of making the ball at the same time. Try to possibly, if you can, go back and forth without touching any of the balls when you're coming back out. That is the goal. So, oh, ended up scratching. So now, okay, so now if I'm Michael myself, I have the opportunity to hopefully play and get out. One thing that I can possibly do, if I'm looking, is the 11 is a huge ball for me to actually use, just in case that I don't like something and it goes wrong. So to start off, I like shooting the 10 ball right off the bat, and then possibly the 14 in the side. But make sure that I don't give my opponent a shot if I were to miss on this one. Good shot. And now you take the 15 instead from there, just like that. Okay, now if I can make the 13, you shoot 13 now, and he's calling safe. So okay, that's not bad. Makes the ball a little bit easier to make, force the opponent to do something with the 3 ball, and then if he hits it wrong or something, I know that the 13 is gonna be super easy to make. The 11 will have a pocket if he just moves it. He is calling the kick, so we'll see if he can make it up in the corner right pocket. Okay, it's a good try. All right, so now you have to run out. There's no more hiding. No more safety play. Just gotta make sure that you make the balls. It's pretty good first shot there. Getting that arm kind of loose. Now come around if you can. See on that one, I like coming 3 rails and try to get perfect shape on the 9 in the side, but he's taking his time, making sure that he's lined up with the 11. Good shot. Alright, so now he can just shoot it and float it. Stroke the ball and just make it is the main thing. Don't do anything crazy. Just make the ball. Just like that. It's a really good shot. Should be 6-5. Look at this guy go. That was pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad. Pretty good. Pretty good. And Adrian just sent me a message saying that if I believe that there's enough low-rated players like 300s and under, that there will be enough interest to have them actually come out and play in a pretty good tournament of like maybe 32 and under. I'm not sure. I know that we usually when we do something though, we try to actually do a little bit of feelers out there. We do ask questions and to the people that are in the Arizona community of pool and see if they would come and enjoy tournament. So I would have to actually check with some of the 300 players that are established if they would like to have a tournament like that, because I know that there is for the amateur tour that's about to start, that is actually run by Eric and Priscilla. That's a 525 and under. Wondering if there's any other tournaments that are more geared towards the lower ranked players. So I will see and talk to my second, or my better half. I was gonna say my second player. No, my better half, to see if there is enough people after doing a search in Fargo for Arizona players, if it's something worth having and promoting and doing. So I will keep you posted if we do decide to do something like that, Adrian. So, but again, thank you for your comment. This is a pretty big game for Michael. See if he can actually get to the hill, and if they do that, it is gonna be a win by 2. So if it's a hill match, it'll go race to 8. A win by 2 match. So on this one, Gabe would like to close it out here instead of going to a win by 2. Now, if you guys are watching, please go ahead and share the stream. Thank you guys for joining me tonight at the K2 Productionz studio over by the boiler room. We are trying to get as many viewers as possible, subscribers as well. I know that today we have reached our mark of having 1,000 subscribers. So again, if you are part of the K2 family, we do appreciate it. We will continue to give you guys these free streams regarding pool, at the same time doing some fun trivia, some fun cash prizes for doing so. It is something that we do enjoy to do from the bottom of our hearts, at the same time trying to give you the best quality of pool that you can watch online for free. So please make sure to subscribe and share our page as well. Kind of like banking this 5 here. Since the 10 bomb doesn't go, so bank that 5 and open the 7 up. One thing that I have noticed about Michael when he shoots is that he does have a lot of movement on his upper shoulder when he's shooting. It's not kind of a fluid stroke. He kind of goes up and down a little bit. Let me see if I can give you guys a better angle for him when he goes back and watches the match, because he did ask me if there was a criticism part of shooting so that he can actually go back and possibly see. And I said, yeah, I do a little bit of criticism with everybody that shoots and what I would do and what's something to improve in your game, especially if you are like a 4 or a 300 Fargo. There's so much to learn. So, and any kind of pointers always kind of help out. So from here, if I can show you guys or show him his shoulder moves just a little bit, but when it comes to bigger strokes, his shoulder should not be moving at all, because the stroke comes from the forearm. So, and Gabe is letting Michael know that there is a bridge over there in the corner. If he needs it, he can go ahead and use it. They did start at 4 o'clock today to play, so they've been playing for about 2 hours and 20 minutes. And I do take into consideration, because we are having a match this weekend, R4, so a race to 4 would have been done about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit less, which is really good for us. Or wait a minute, we're doing a R5 race, actually not R4, I believe so. It's still within an hour and a half. So again, if you are in the pool community, go ahead and make sure to share the stream as much as possible. I know that I have Hopel on the line now. I just actually changed to the other stream. We're averaging about 15 viewers. Thank you for joining. Ed LaRue is on the stream. John Nevu is joining. Carl Maddie saying that she's watching from Kansas. And Hopo is saying, hey Lowe's, is anybody shooting next? I do not have anybody actually after this match. So Lloyd Martin is saying that he's waiting for the pool house to be open in Canada because everything is closed over there. So yeah, right now we don't have anybody actually coming and playing tonight. We are getting ready for the tournament that we are having on Saturday. So all the final stuff, I like to be prepared and get everything pretty much ready and running for Saturday. So that's the reason that we actually did not kind of book anybody else for tonight. And this is for the tournament. So Hopo, did you get a partner yet to actually play in the tournament? I'm wanting to know if you actually got to get a partner, but I think you said that you will not be able to play tonight, or not tonight, but on the tournament, because you'll be out of town is what I think you said. But cancel your trip and play in our tournament. Now Gabe has a decision to make, to either make it hill if he misses the bank, because everything is kind of nice and open, but I actually kind of like banking the 5. At the same time, you move the 10 ball out of the way, but he's playing safety here, leaving him jacked up on the 7. The 13 can be made if he pockets the ball pretty well. There was no improvement to the situation though. So again, I know that Michael is not gonna help with your tied up ball, so he had to do some kind of progress there on the previous shot. So one thing that I've learned is make sure that you are always progressing in your rack, not just touching it and playing safety, because if your own balls are tied up, unless your opponent is gonna help you for a particular shot, you have to try to make some progress on your own balls if they are tied up when you get back to the table. So on this one, he just tapped it one more time, but again, there's no progress to his problem. So he does have a problem because the balls don't go. And I think if he would have possibly banked the 5 somewhere, he would have had a chance. So now, again, same problem. So he really needs to do something. There you go. That was a great shot. So now you shoot the 2 ball. Oh, and Hopo saying that there's a few people that asked him to play Scotch doubles with him. So, the famous Hopo. That Filipino stroke. Wow, I did not think that ball went. That was a heck of a shot. Good shot there, Gabe. So I'll make this ball and just get shape on the 8. And I say just get shape like it's pancakes. Not that pancakes are easy to make, but the ones that I usually get at work Everything's pre-made. I just have to put it. Oh, look at that. Put it in the waffle maker or pancake maker, and I'm done. So it looked like pancakes after he shot that 8-ball. And this is Gabriel to win the match. And no win by 2 if he wins it. Here. Oh, that was a $200 8-ball. He's not very happy. He can't believe he missed it. And now the pressure to Michael that he must run out. All right, now the pressure's back on the other guy. All right, Mike, now again, pancakes, needs to get shape on the 8. That's pretty good. But yeah, Kaylin is making shepherd's pie tonight, so after this particular match we will be having family dinner. If Michael makes this, we will go to a win by 2. Oh, he wasn't ready. Alright, it's going back. Oh. And of course he's not very happy. Over there smacking his own hand. Bad hand, bad hand. He should have made that ball. I think on the previous shot I like spinning it, coming closer to the 8, but let's see if these particular 8-ball COD eyes can make it. This is a $400 cut. There it is. Boom, nailed it. Great shooting, guys, very nice. Cannot. Okay, good game, guys. Mr. Santana, very nice, good shooting. And I will go ahead and move my computer because of course I have the money. I usually have the players post, but again, thank you guys for joining tonight. We do appreciate it. We only had one match tonight. Winner is $400 in the middle, and that was from Gabriel. Ended up winning the game, so it was pretty close. They had a chance to actually tie it. Michael should have made that 8-ball. Would have been hill, win by 2. And again, thank you guys for watching tonight. If you guys are gonna play in the tournament this weekend, let me know. If you guys are not signed up yet, we only have 8 or 7 spots. It is a 32 max player field. We are excited because this is the first tournament that we are going to run after the quarantine has been going on. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next break. Bye bye.
That was my grandma's. Ugh.
Don't worry, ma'am. All of your stuff is in okay hands.
Just okay?
Well, they don't give 2.5 stars to just anybody.
Here you go. What's this?
It's your piano.
Hold this for a sec.
We don't have a piano.
But the neighbors do.
Just okay is not okay.
Looking for a moving company that's on time, isn't milking the clock, and doesn't charge for shrink wrapping items, disassembling, and reassembling furniture? Would you value a team of hardworking guys that care about your belongings? No, really. Like, if any of your possessions were damaged or lost during the move, they'd cover it that same day. Well, Aaron Movers in Phoenix is serious about quality service, and we feel like we've mastered the art of moving. Since 2001, we've grown our well-known reputation of precaution, speed, courtesy, and planning. We've held every member of our team to a high standard and have never dropped the ball. Now that I think about it, we haven't really dropped much of anything over the last 17 years. We understand that nothing we touch belongs to us, and that we need to handle your belongings better than we'd ever treat our own. Because, in case you didn't know, you're the boss on moving day. Listen, our team honestly just wants to help you get your items moved from point A to point B as quickly and safely as possible. Our custom-built trailer plays a big role in our ability to do this by reducing trips and lowering costs. We'll even set things up at point B for you. Our 5-star rating proves that hard work pays off. With hundreds of satisfied customers across the great state of Arizona, we want you to experience moving as it should be. Whether you're moving into a new office, transporting items out of the state, or settling into a new place to call home, Aaron Movers wants you to focus on what you'll be doing once you get there. Don't take a risk, and we'll take care of the rest. Click below or call Joe at 602-703-0078 to learn more or to get a free estimate.